Hello everybody. Today I am here to show you some product from a company that is new to me called Kokorosa Studios. Kokorosa Studio. And you can find them at www.kokorosastudio.com. Right now, for the month of November 2023, they are having a sale with 20% off their new arrivals. Now, when you consider the prices at this store are ridiculously low, 20% off is a lot when the price is so low. So I want to show you some products from Kokorosa Studio, and we are going to start with, it's called With Branch of Flowers, and what I've done is I have, let's bring this closer, just colored a few of the flowers. These are the dies. I wasn't sure about these two here, if they were petals or if they were, so what I did was I included them as petals on this flower blossom here, but they could be used also as leaves. They are similar to these leaves here. But anyways, really cute summer die set. I created a little floral corner here and with maybe a little blended background and sentiment, and you're good to go. So this is a super cute die set. The next one, I do have a few cards, but the ones that I didn't make cards with, I've just cut and colored some of the die cuts. And this is called Lighthouse and Clouds. It also has some little bird silhouettes, you know, the seagulls in the background. See these here? These are little bird silhouette dies. But the lighthouse has layers, and I wasn't sure what this one here was for. So what I did was I just used that under this layer here for the bottom layer and doubled that up so to give it a little bit of dimension as opposed to the rest of the lighthouse. On the little windows here, I put some washi tape behind them. See, just some washi tape behind to prevent them from poking through. But if you were to glue it to a card front, then you wouldn't need the washi tape. If you were to glue the lighthouse, then glue the windows to the card front. Are you following me? So super cute lighthouse. Like I said, all these are layers for the lighthouse, and I just colored it in with some Copic markers. And get those in there. The next one is called Under the Tree at Dusk, and this is an adorable little silhouette die. And all I did here was blended some peacock feathers, uncharted mariner, prize ribbon, and chipped sapphire in the background. I popped it up on a embossed background, and this is actually just the embossed background under here. I haven't put this on a card front yet, but super adorable die set. And it does have, there's a little die here that cuts out a bunch of leaves, so you could use it for a fall scene. Whoops, sorry about that glare. Yeah, so here this cuts out a bunch of leaf silhouettes that you could use, you know, floating through the air, or a pile of leaves. But that's an adorable die set. Oh, I forgot to mention a couple of the prices. The first set of dies that I showed you, the flowers, those sell for $4.99 for the die set. And this is US currency. And the lighthouse is for $3.99. This here is the Swing Under the Tree at Dusk. This is also $4.99. So like I said, super reasonable prices. Next I have, this is called Spring Flowers, and it has a very large floral stamp, plus dragonflies and butterflies, and they have a die set to cut that out. And here's the first card I created. I just used Microsoft Word to cut out the sentiment and printed it from a laser printer. So the toner ink, I used some deco foil to foil that through a laminator, cut that out and put it on my card front. I used some, I think these are Pops of Color by scrapbook.com, just to fill in the little flower centers. And I used a little bit of, I think it's Nuvo Aqua Shimmer Pen. I don't think you can see it in the video. Anyways, I wasn't happy with the way that this one turned out. I colored it with Zig Clean Color Real brush markers also. So I created another one, and this time I embossed a text background. This is the romantic script background by My Favorite Things with some antique gold embossing powder from Simon Says Stamp. I colored in the flowers. This time I used the Aqua Tricolor markers by Spectrum Noir on some Bristol Smooth cardstock. And this time I used some Nuvo drops, and I believe the color is caramel cream or cream caramel. Caramel cream sounds right. Did the same thing with the sentiment strip. Printed it from a laser printer. The toner from the printer onto the paper with the deco foil over it. Through the laminator, gives me a nice foiled sentiment. See if we can get some of that shine there. You see that? And so you get to pick, when you use Microsoft Word to create sentiment strips like this, you can choose anything you want. And this is just a simple sentiment. Anyways, moving on. So this set is $12.99 for the stamps and the dies. Okay, next we have, this is called With Wine Glass. I'm not sure about the with, but anyways. And this die set, you can create a little elf wine glass or a Santa wine glass here, and it cuts out the little holly and berries. I have a few extra of those. So you could actually make this like a crown also, but you have the stem of the wine glass, the cup part of the wine glass. I wasn't sure about this here, if it was supposed to be the shine on the glass or if it was supposed to be under the glass, so I put it under the glass. You have the little buckle for the belt here, holly berries. I use these as like little bells also for my, what do you call it, my little elf glass here. Super cute. And this is for $3.99. Ridiculously low prices, I'm telling you. And if you decide to stop by the Kokorosa website, I would appreciate if you use the link in the description box below, and that will help support my channel. If you use the link in the description box below and make a sale, then I will receive a small commission, and that's how I can continue to bring you free content. So the next set is called Delicate Snowflake, and it has the snowflake die and the background, so it's a layer snowflake like this here. I've cut out a white snowflake and put it on a piece of pattern paper, but that I'm planning on using on the inside of the card. I haven't put anything. Oh, I take it back. I've already put a snowflake on the inside. So I guess that's just extra. What I did here was I didn't use the background die on this. Here I just took a white card base, or I'm sorry, card front, plain 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece of white paper. I take it back. This looks like it is snow cone from My Favorite Things. Light bluish, blue-green, and I layered a couple of the snowflakes, excuse me, on top of each other, then laid them out onto the paper, trimmed off just a little bit on each of the edges so I could show this pattern paper here, and then I used Nouveau crystal drops. Most of them are crystal drops. Then there's a Nouveau vintage drop and also a Nouveau jewel drops, and I just used the colors that are in the pattern paper and dotted those all over the snowflakes to give it a little bit of color. Then the same with the other sentiment strips. This one is actually I printed the black on white background as opposed to the others were printed black background with white text. Are you following me? Okay. I used some deco foil to foil this through a laminator, and that's how I created my sentiment strip. And this set is $5.59. So another really reasonable price set. And the last one, let's see if I have let me just get this out first. This is, I've only cut the background. I haven't cut the layers yet. This one I'm still working on. But this creates a shaped card, like a gatefold card, and it opens up. And you can either pop this on top of a card or use it as a card itself. But it's an adorable, this is called Foldable Wave Background Board. Right, okay. And it has these layers here. Let's see, let's turn it this way. It has these layers for each of the sections of the card. So there would be a layer here. In between each of the score lines, there would be another layer. So you can put white paper here on the inside if this is where you'd like to leave your message, and use pattern papers on the other portions, or you can do it all pattern paper and put it on a card front and have this just open up and maybe have a sentiment strip on the inside. There's an idea for that one. But that's all I have for you today. Let me bring back my little message here. Here is my message, kokorosastudio.com, and the coupon code is NEW20 for 20% off new arrivals. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.